Friend and I were talking the other day about how men so often have that one that got away for them. That one that years later they still think about, they still fixate about, and it was either they were too young at the time, they didn't know any better, or they fucked it up. But when you talk to women, it's very rare that you ever hear a woman say, oh yeah, he's the one that got away.
Okay.
That's because they never got the guy in the first place. He didn't get away. He was never in their grasp. He hit it and then he quit it. He pumped and he dumped. He smashed and dashed. But the reason they don't ever say he got away is because they would have to admit that they did something wrong. Women have the guy that got away, but they just don't want to sound bad in public and they don't want to look bad to whoever they're talking to. So they're not humble enough to ever admit something like that. Men are. Men could just, swallow their pride and be like, yeah, man, I messed up. She got away. Women mess up all the time and they'll never admit it. Nice try, though, lady. Nice try.
Nice try.
And it's just so interesting to think about that men have this one out there for them that could have been this incredible love story, but wasn't.
That is bullshit.
I want to be somebody who has kids and stepdad and da-da-da. And over the past 3 years, we've had countless of women who are single mothers. We've had men who are single fathers. And when it comes to the single moms, like I really listened and I really, really thought that some of these women are really amazing women.
A lie detector test determined that was a lie.
And I think we live in a society where people are like, well, they have kids, they're damaged. And I'm like, and I listen to these women, and of course, I only get a glimpse of who they are. But I truly believe that there's a lot more to it than just, okay, well, she's a single mom. Like, I can't take her serious. So I don't believe that anymore. Is that ideal, dating someone who has kids? Perhaps not. I would love to have my own kids with my own woman. That would be great. But I'm not as shut off anymore as I used to be completely transparent.
Have you been scrolling through your social media and noticed the word simp everywhere?
Yes. But what does it mean?
That's because he doesn't have any better options. Dudes with options don't date single moms. It's just really that simple. And him being this sweet, sensitive, and caring and loving, man, a single mom gonna run him through the ringer and destroy his life. Are there women out there who are single mothers who may be good people or who may be a good partner to be in a relationship and it may work out? Sure. But the chances are so slim and the potential fallout if it don't work out is just not worth it.
That is a scientific fact.
Just know this, if you're taking a chance on a single mom, just know it's because you're desperate. It's not because she's such a great woman and you saw great qualities. It's because even if she is, you're still desperate. There's no way to take desperate out of the equation if you're dating a single mom. And the crazy thing is, in the back of her mind, she know you desperate because she know the guys that she really wanted wouldn't F with her.
Mm-hmm.
So you know you're settling and she know you're settling and she feel like she's settling because you're not as good as the dudes who plowed her up until this point. It's a real effed up situation.
But I'm also 30, and so, but yeah, I want to have kids with my wife, and that would ideally be the only children we have together. But to sit there and say, well, just because you have children, I wouldn't take you serious, I'm not at that point anymore.
That's a damn shame.
I was trying to flirt with a boy, and then he told me that I am not hot enough to be this mean. And you know what? I think he might be right.
Shout out to all the guys around the world that give women reality checks straight to their face.
My nigga.
And that really hurt her too because she's making a video about it. She will never forget that man for the rest of her life. She will never forget that moment for the rest of her life. But guess what? She's still going to be mean because it's who she is. In my opinion, most women are mean-spirited. And even the ones who seem sweet is probably an act. Unfortunately, there's no correlation though with how a woman looks and how mean or nice she's going to be. Well, look, I'll say this. If a woman's hot, you can pretty much bank on the fact that she's going to be from the KUNT tribe. If she's above a 7 these days. And it might even be worse than that.
Okay, this is to all the men that call me fat. You are allowed to be attracted to this, okay? There is nothing wrong with being into this.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's plenty of dudes who'll hit it on a slow night. I'm sure she had bedroom fun with an 8 before.
It's an urban legend that never happened.
So yeah, there's plenty of guys who would be attracted to that for the night with the lights off. As far as introducing you to their mother and walking around with you in public, most guys aren't going to be into it. And let me guess, you're not attracted to the guys who genuinely would be into it.
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
So hey, you get what you get. Wednesday night at 3 a.m. after he couldn't get nothing else. That's what you deserve from the top tier guys you think you deserve.
I'm big. I got a belly. I got big arms. I got big legs. But I'm hot. Like, that's not up for debate, okay? Okay, I'm mostly teasing, but like, it is okay to be into fat girls.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
Lizzo, I can't stand you. Look what you've done. I mean, look, back in the day, this would have been an easy pull. Like, she kind of cute, she big, but this would have been a woman who would have been an easy target for a dude who didn't have ambition, a dude who was short. These were the women that they reproduced with. They were really doing a service to society, and they built wholesome, happy families with short dudes or broke dudes. But now these chicks believe they deserve to be flown out, even though they're going to have to pay for 2 seats. I'm 33. I currently still live at home. My mom's my best friend. I'm not a homeowner. I don't have any kids. I'm currently single. I spend most of my time by myself, and I still have no idea what I'm going to be doing 5 years from now.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
And what would society call this being if it was a male being? That's right, a fucking loser. And here's the thing, by the time a woman is in this situation at 33, she probably effed up 10 times more than the guy that found himself in this situation at 33. Because women live life on easy mode, so you really effed up. But you're on the internet looking for sympathy, and that's the #1 disqualifier as far as getting my sympathy.
I need to use my shirt because I don't have a tissue. Tissue, please.
I don't feel sorry for you, and I hope nobody feels sorry for you. You always gonna have some thoughts just like you who's gonna be, oh, she speaks directly to me.
Get your shit together, you bum. I'm giving you the same energy society would give to guys like this. See, people don't like the way it feels when somebody's saying that about a woman, though. It's okay. It's totally acceptable. It's on the front of magazines. It's on primetime TV with women talking to men like this. But people hearing me say this about a woman, even most guys, it just make them cringe and make them not like me. But guess what?
I don't give a fuck.
Anytime your boyfriend, fiance, or husband does something amazing, there's always a man doing something better. There's this guy on TikTok. Apparently he learned his vows in Spanish for his wife's family to understand the vows. They've been dating for how long? And he only learned the vows in Spanish? My brother one year, in like October, went out to Colorado, came back in May, and he was fluent in Spanish because he started dating a girl from Argentina.
I mean, hopefully it pays off, but we know that SIMP energy, it only gets your life ruined most of the time. And it leaves you not being respected by the woman you with. I guess on the bright side, if it don't work out with her, he can still pull other chicks from Argentina. But let me guess, she's going to say learning a language in a day is still bare minimum. Because it's a dude out there who learned a full language in an hour. Man, cut it the fuck out. You chicks ain't worth this. No woman on earth is worth all that. I'm sorry, I don't care how good of a woman she is. Women just aren't worth that much effort. I mean, you could put effort in sometime, but all that, nah. The ROI is usually terrible.
How dare you? He became fluent in Spanish. He learned the whole language in like 6 months. Okay, he gets back, we go to a Mexican restaurant. All of a sudden, he just starts speaking Espanol. He's just looks over at Sophia, starts talking to her, orders her food in Spanish. I'm sitting there like, just know that there's always someone better.
The problem with this is, ma'am, you don't qualify for that guy. You look like Raggedy Ann. So stop looking at other people's relationships. That's a lot of these chicks' problem.
Bingo.
You're a 5 at best. I'm being really generous. So the guys who do all that, they do all that for beautiful women. Drop dead, gorgeous women. No offense, you're not that. So you need to be grateful for bare minimum. Not that bare minimum, but like bare minimum, bare minimum.
No man is going to find a woman attractive. Comments like this from men about how after the age of 25, no man is going to find a woman attractive, you're going to become invisible to men, no man is going to want you, is absolutely ridiculously.
I mean, no, that's not really what I'm saying. When a woman gets older, there's always going to be a guy attracted to her. That's just, standard for women. There's always going to be a guy attracted to you. But is it going to be the guy you're most attracted to that you think you deserve? Usually no. Miracles happen sometime, but usually no. And also, there's a big difference between a guy being attracted to you for bedroom fun and a guy wanting to marry you and build a life with you. Or merge his life with yours. That's a whole different story. There's always somebody who will pork you. Yeah. Nobody's denying that. But as far as getting married to a billionaire, that's an anomaly. It happens sometime, but it's definitely an anomaly. And the chances are he's going to be a rich blue pill you know what. And he's probably not going to be a man you truly respect. You're going to respect the money and status, not him. Let's be very clear.
hilarious to me. And every time I see comments like this, my only question is, please explain to me, why did Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world, after his divorce, go and get a woman and a girlfriend in her 50s?
Because anomalies exist. Y'all need to stop looking at celebrity lives and comparing yourself to celebrities. You're not going to get a billionaire or a millionaire or 100,000-aire lady. You don't run in those circles. It's not going to happen for you. Keep dreaming, though.
This is why I say to the young women on my channel, yes,
gosh.
your physical appearance is important and you should put time, money, effort, investment into your physical appearance. However, at the same time, who you are and your inherent qualities, your morals, how you behave, your education, your skill.
And most American women are absolute dogs in most of those categories. And I promise you, most of the women that follow your channel are going to put way more effort into looks than they do any of those other categories. Because they're airheads, if they're listening to you.
Is also just as important, because I have no doubt in my mind that
Get to say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.